7 years of marketing experience, over $20,000 earned on Upwork, over $200,000 earned online doing services for various businesses. I am going to teach you how to land customers in 2025 as an AI automation builder. And I've learned the ins and outs of how to get clients and how to build a business. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything that I've learned from how to get business, the different platforms, the pros and cons, what you can do in the short term and the long term, and how you can set yourself up for the success of the future, which is, coming in very, very fast. I think 1,000 for each sort of project. And then you getting 10K a month, right? If you are able to do all that in 1 month. Now that's actually very good. Like that's amazing to being a business. So you can like literally run your entire business on Upwork, and that's totally fine. But if you're building a long-term brand, you should start thinking about growing up in this pyramid. And if you can solve problems for businesses, you have the opportunity to earn thousands of dollars. You just have to play your cards right, and you have to understand that business is a long-term game. And we are answering the question, how to land customers in 2025 as an AI automation builder. But in reality, we are going way more beyond that. We're actually teaching you how to build a business that you can grow, to 5, 6, 7 figures, right? So really scaling beyond just working yourself as a service service worker online. You may already have a desire to build your own business with these tools, and it is absolutely possible. The space is predicted to grow more than 50 times, and almost every business in the world can have their processes automated. There will be millions of possibilities out there, and every business will need experts like you. But the thing that you need to do is to position yourself correctly. You need to brand yourself correctly, and you need to set yourself up for success. In addition, you need to build the systems that will work for you. It's not only about going to Upwork and applying as much as you can to any job, because that is essentially the same as just working your ass off for other people. Now we're gonna teach you how to build a sustainable business that you can grow, where you can, take your hands off, have your employees run the entire thing. We're going to really teach you how to scale this beyond you having to do work 24/7. But of course, we're going to give you the pros and cons about the various opportunities you have, and just how you can start to build income with AI automation. So let's get straight into the video. So let me get straight into the first sort of section here. About me, I'm Jonathan. I've been working online as a freelancer and also for different businesses and projects for 7 years. You may recognize this profile picture from Reddit. Several of my posts went viral there. I love to build low-code slash vibe coding tools with Lovable, and I am all in on N8N, building different tools for myself and other businesses. Before going into sort of AI automation, I did a lot of different services around marketing and branding. Grew one of these projects here, as you can see, from around 280,000 followers, 200 until 215,000. So a good 20% increase. I also built my own channels on Twitter. Used to be active before, not anymore, but grew this account to 4,000, and also have a new account that I've grown to 160 followers. Just showing this here because I'm showing you some of the things that I've done before related to growing brands, and there's honestly so much more. Just thought I'd lay that out there. Here's some of the sort of AI automation work that I've done with Upwork, over 20K earned, thousands of dollars here earned on AI automation, and sort of that's where we're at right now. Now you may wonder, if I am sort of a AI automation expert and I'm giving my services, I have a business or an agency, why would I teach you guys how to land clients, sort of, because that would sort of defeat the purpose. I'm competing with you guys, right? But that's not how I look at it. I want to give you some perspective here. There are 359 billion businesses in the world, and those 359 billion businesses, each and every month there is new ones waking up to the realization that they need to implement AI. And in addition to these current businesses, the AI automation and agent landscape is predicted to grow from $6 billion to 234. And you can't even imagine how big of a market opportunity that is. So in reality here, I see a market that is so untapped for potential, that is so big, that I don't have any problem teaching you guys how to get clients, how to land, grow your own agency with us, grow together, and just give you all the secrets that I've learned over these 7 years. Because honestly, there is so much opportunity out there, and I will not even be able to handle less than a fraction of 1,000% of the big market that is out there. So in reality, we can all grow together. And my 7 years of experience in marketing, branding, and getting clients online is what we're going to go through in this video. Shortly, lastly, I want to just end with sort of the thing that I'm doing right now. So after doing all of this, I have now pivoted again to building my own AI automation agency, Frama, but also AI automation club in Skool. So these are the two things that I'm doing right now. If you are interested in growing your own AI automation agency or just landing clients, feel free to join there, and we will be raising the prices at 50 members, currently at 18. Now let's get straight into it. So this is the AI automation sort of overview, right? I mean, this is some of the AI automations I've built for myself and for clients. And these, in reality, what they do is that they solve problems for businesses, loads of problems they didn't even know they have, problems that increase their revenue, problems that decrease their cost. And if you can solve problems for businesses, you have the opportunity to earn millions of dollars. You just have to play your cards right, and you have to understand that business is a long-term game. But in reality, these simple no-code nodes that are literally put together in the right succession and order, they can make you thousands of dollars by being implemented correctly with the business's stack and frameworks, and just solve their problems. Okay, so we've laid that out there. This is the sort of the framework of an AI automation, right? That's what we're dealing with here. That's what we do as builders. Now let's go into the market, right? Because this is what you do, but how can you take that and translate that into income, into actually getting clients, into actually building a business? So we're going to go into that right now, and I've built this beautiful graph for you to give you an overview of all the opportunities you have, right? So this is what we have here, and I'm going to tell you. So we have Upwork. We have networking, we have YouTube, Reddit, LinkedIn, email, cold calling, Instagram, and Twitter. These are, in reality, 90% of the entire client/business acquisition area. That's where you're going to find your clients, right? And there are various pros and cons to using each of these, and there are various strategies for each, right? So here we have the time. The time column here shows you how fast you're actually able to get clients with these tools. So Upwork, as you guys probably are aware or not, it's the freelance platform, even agency platform, where you can give your services and other people can find work. Find freelancers like you and find the solutions needed, the people needed for their services, right? So basically, it's a marketplace. They have the builders, the service people, and the businesses that need their services done. And they connect these together. And in Upwork, everyone who comes there, they are already warm. What do I mean by warm? I mean that they already are ready to pay. They have a problem they need it solved right now. They know about AI automation if they are posting a job about AI automation. And hence, this is the platform where you will be able to get clients fast. But there are various downsides to Upwork, which we will go into. Next, networking. You should understand just all the possible scenarios where you can get business, right? If you're really serious to get business with AI automation, then again, we're going to do that. What we do, teach you everything, go through all the possibilities, not just the fastest way. Networking is one of the most powerful ways. Why? Because networking is where you are face-to-face talking with people and you're building trust. And that's why they are also 80% warm. They may not even know about AI automation, but because you're standing in front of them and teaching them, they become warm very fast. Warm means that they are ready to pay 100% ready to pay 80% ready to pay, right? And so networking is one of the good ways that you can get money. However, networking, it's free. Again, it's free. It usually doesn't cost money, but Upwork does cost money. Every application you're putting up there, it costs you between $3 and $10 and can go beyond, and the competition has become insane on Upwork. Now we're going to go into a bit more stuff here. Upwork is both outbound and inbound, but mostly outbound. What do I mean by that? I mean that you are spending time every day going up and writing applications, trying to get clients, hustling, grinding to get those clients. And yes, Upwork does have these features where clients can come to you, but honestly, 10 to 20% of your clients will come from that. And so you're ending up sort of needing to hustle a lot to get clients with Upwork. And that means that it's a very much outbound platform. You are going out to get the clients. Networking is the same. You are going out to approach the clients. The beautiful thing about networking is that once you get 1, 2, 3 clients, the network effects start to spiral and they will sort of refer you to other clients as well. And so it's a good one. Now let's continue. Why do we have YouTube and all these social media platforms here? Because what you need to understand is that these are actually excellent places to get customers. The thing about YouTube, for example, is that while it is slow to get your clients, it has a lot of warm clients that are ready to pay if you are able to reach them. Because over time, once you produce a lot of content, they will build a recognition and a trust with you, and you will even teach them a lot of stuff, and then they will realize that actually they want to work with you because they feel they already know you. And so that is a platform that's free, and that is actually inbound. Yes, you are producing content, but at the end of the day, you will be attracting the customers to you, and that is why building a YouTube audience is a very good thing that you could be doing if you're in here for the long term. Reddit is another platform. Here you can get fast customers. Why? Because people go on Reddit and they complain about their problems, and you can find these complaints, and you can just freely outbound message them, and you will be able to build conversations and land clients. And this is a fast way. Reddit is very powerful, right? And so we will go down to each and every one of these. Bear with me. I know it's sort of a lot of analysis to take in, but this is very crucial for you to understand if you're all in on AI automation and want to really build a business that you can honestly take to 50,000 monthly recurring revenue over time. Now, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is another social media platform, the professional Facebook network, basically. It is slow to get you clients. It doesn't have that much warm leads. It is free, and it's mostly outbound, meaning that, yeah, you can post there and you sort of build your own audience, but in reality, you will have to DMing a lot of people, and people getting very fed up of getting DM'd, and it's not like everyone is ready, but definitely LinkedIn is a place where you can be landing clients and landing high quality clients, because on LinkedIn, you have high-paying businesses, old people, and it's really a professional place, right? So that is one that we will have it keep in mind for the other modules. Now we'll take these two at the same time. Cold calling here and email, these are one of the most popular ways to get clients, right? Because you can mass produce this, you can do it at scale. They are free, easy to set up, but they are very slow. What I mean by slow, because in reality, when you're sending 1,000 emails and you get one customer, that is not much of a sort of fast process. And also, yes, you can automate this, of course, that will help everything, but also they are not very warm. You're sort of throwing the dart in the air, and you hope that you reach one guy that like actually already know about AI automation, right? So yeah, these are the things. And then the last two things here is Instagram and Twitter. They are also slow, but they are in a very much similar game like YouTube. You will be building your audience and you will be building trust, and then the customers will start coming to you. Yes, you can also DM over there. Yes, you can reach out yourself, but in reality, building content will create a magnet effect where you can start attracting customers. So this is one of the ideal ways. Now, it's actually one of the hardest because producing content is not actually easy for all of us. But again, I think this is a good overview for you about the different places where you can get business for AI automation, right? And honestly, I don't think you should be doing all of these at the same time, but definitely several of these strategies are very good. And this is the entire client acquisition overview for any person in the world, not only AI automation. So honestly, this video and also this chart here, it's super valuable for absolutely anyone. But again, we are an AI automation YouTube channel, and we're teaching you specifically how to land the clients on the different platforms, right? So let's get into the next funnel here. Again, we mentioned inbound versus outbound, and I'm giving you a sort of a better overview here. This is you, it's your business, or it's you yourself, and you want to acquire customers, right? So what can you do? Well, you can go to outbound targeting. You can go to Upwork, you can go to networking events, you can call the businesses, and you can send the emails. And to get businesses, you need to do this at scale. You should not stop, and you should not care if it costs money, and you should keep going. You know, in reality, a conversion rate sits between 1% and 3%. So it means that you have to send, let's say you have to send like 60 emails to get like one customer, approximately. You have to call 60 clients to get one customer, even less, even 100, 120 for both of these. Networking, you have to talk to because they are more warm, maybe you have to talk to 10, 20 people to get a customer. And Upwork, they are 100% warm, so you can go up there, but you'll be ending up grinding your ass for not a lot of money. And that's, again, something we'll talk about, the pros and cons of Upwork versus these other platforms here. Now, the next thing, inbound targeting. If you're producing content on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, Reddit, and YouTube, you will be able to create an audience, create an inbound system where people will start coming to you. And yes, it's not the ideal thing to get clients right now, but if you're building AI automation stuff, if you have expertise and you can just flick up a camera and start talking about what you do, you can start building that trust, and it's a good long-term game. Now, I know it's not easy for everyone, but it is one of the strategies that you should be aware about. And so, think about this. Many of these things go hand in hand with each other. It's not like only one is outbound and only one is inbound, but again, Building a sustainable business means that you are building systems where clients start coming to you, right? And that's where you stop having to sort of reach out too much. You're building trust, network effects, and the business income starts increasing. Now, of course, with AI automation, you can automate a lot of the stuff here, and that's the beauty of our business and also our expertise. We can automate some posting, we can automate cold calling with AI, email sendings, Reddit posts, LinkedIn, and you name it. But in reality, people starting to become aware of AI, you need to tread very carefully in doing these things. And so I advise you to be genuine, be human, and use less AI as possible, so especially if you're able to sort of optimize the copy. Now let's go to the next thing, marketing funnel, because we've talked about these things like building inbound audience, building content and trust with that. Now you have to be aware that this is also a numbers game, because at the end of the day, when you're going to post on Twitter, on LinkedIn, YouTube, etc., you have to understand that most of the people aren't really aware of what you do. They just start to get an awareness, like that's 190%, and like I would say even smaller than the actual percentage here, like 20% will like be considering what you're writing about and even paying attention. Then like 5% will be like maybe converting to a meeting, or even less, like in these platforms, or like to whatever you're selling, right? If that's a Skool community, if that's your services for businesses, they will be like very small percent. But then after some time, you're building a community of loyal people, which maybe 1 to 3% that will sort of stand for you, love what you do, like all your posts, etc., etc. And that's how you can build your own brand as an AI automation expert. Now there's another thing you need to be aware of, the business pyramid in the space, right? So again, we talked something about already Upwork and the other platforms and the different clients you can find there. So on Upwork, there's high volume, right? There's a lot of people coming there. Hey, I need a automation expert. Hey, I need an N8N expert. But they are very low value, because they already know that, okay, this can be done with nodes. They have the knowledge. They're seeking a quick solution. So that's a low value client with high volume. Now you can be playing this game. You can get 10 clients, do 10 clients do the low value income work, do all the work for only getting 1,000 for each sort of project, and then you getting 10K a month, right? If you are able to do all that in 1 month. Now that's actually very good. Like that's amazing to being a business. So you can like literally run your entire business on Upwork, and that's totally fine. But if you're building a long-term brand, you should start thinking about growing up in this pyramid. So again, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, here's where you can start finding higher paying clients. They are not aware of anything. AI to them sounds like, wow, something sci-fi movie. Solving a problem for them could mean very much. If they already are very successful, and you're increasing their website conversion by 1% and they earn $1 million, you're already earning like for them $10,000, right? So it's like you can find clients there that you can really solve big problems for, and you can actually start earning charging much more. And of course, the more experience you have, the more you can naturally grow up in this ladder, even within Upwork. But then the more you progress to the higher sort of phase, here is where you start finding those old head businesses that you can maybe contact on email, or that you find through a LinkedIn conversation. And these people you can charge anything between like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for their solution solved. And I'm not saying per one AI automation, but I'm really saying as an agency partner, consultant, solving their problems, building some solutions for them with N8N and giving them the results. And so this is sort of the pyramid that I've seen, and that's sort of how it should work. And this is the business pyramid that applies to any service. Now, I want to give you as another overview here for you, because you can really build a brand very fast, and there is a difference between an expert, which is sort of you, your profile, you yourself, like, hey, I know everything about AI, and then the brand, right? So this is two different totally things, and you need to understand the pros and cons when you're going ahead to build your own business with this, right? So, experts, this is sort of you again, your personal brand on Upwork, or as a person, right? Because you have domain expertise, you are like a freelancer, and you sort of will mostly get clients on Upwork. But when you're hired, at least as one person, the reason you're getting hired is because they believe, and especially on Upwork, that you can do their job very fast. You're one person, you're reliable, you have the expertise, you can give them the results fast. Small projects here and there, and there are really no strings attached. You just hire that person or fire that person. If it doesn't do the job, I can just move on with my life. So it's a short-term, low-risk thing, and these clients love that. They love to just, like the businesses love to just connect with the expert guys. Okay, talk with them, get their work done. If they like them, they continue. If not, they just move on, right? So there's like less risk. But not everyone want to work with sort of a one-person team. A lot of the big value, big money businesses, they are actually looking for brands and agencies, right? And they are looking for teams. Why? Because they know that maybe their sort of work right now, or their demands or their needs, it's not even true, but they believe that you need a wide variety of expertise. They believe they need a team of people to be able to solve their problem, right? And also they don't want to take the risk that, this guy who knows all about AI automation, he may not know about, for example, Salesforce, which is the platform they use. They want to use an agency that, have a bit more money, can put some more investment into their project, because they perceive that the task takes much more to solve. And that's why they are high value, because they pay much more, up to 10 times more. And so, in reality, if you're able to reach out to these people and build your own brand, you can get 10 times more paid for less work, because you actually end up doing less work. That's the actual truth. These people who will hire you will end up making you work as a slave, and that's just the truth in the service industry. While these people will be very much like, okay, give us the result in 3 weeks, and we don't have to talk between, we're very busy, and that's how it works. So they give you big projects, but they are actually more big in terms of their perception. And also they want the reliability and trust of having an AI agency. So this is sort of a very important thing for you to know, because you can be doing both of these things. That's okay. But the ideal situation is actually landing this. If you land one client for 1K a month, and you do, I don't know, let's say a few hours of work a week on that, that could be the same as 10 clients for 1K working your freaking ass off, right? And so, of course, I think it's very evident that this is the best way to go, building a brand, but it's not for everyone, but it's something we teach you. If you want to go that route, that's definitely something you should consider, and we will help you with that. What it entails, of course, is having, brand, logo, website, and a good copy on the website. That's actually everything. You can literally flip it up on Lovable in a few hours or minutes, and you can sort of build your brand through there, right? And if you have a team, that's even better. Now, let's conclude here. This 20-minute video had sort of a lot of juicy details in it, but let's conclude. So, the ideal situation, of course, is when you can build systems either through AI automation or through the sort of content where you start attracting the customers. And just know that once you get more expertise and more knowledge and more experience with clients and having case studies and testimonials, this happens automatically. But I've given you the systems and the explanation of how you can do this, right? And for example, SEO, something we haven't mentioned and something we should actually have mentioned here, because it's super related, especially to this here, is that you can, for example, SEO is where Google, searches, people find search something and they find your business and they come to you, right? So having good SEO is an example of the system, how it can work for you to land clients. And this is the same, because at the end of the day, all of these platforms where you have inbound targeting, it's sort of SEO, it's sort of getting these people on these platforms to you and then landing clients with them. So at the end of the day, this is sort of the matrix, I believe, of how to land customers in 2025. I know it's sort of vague. It's a more overview, but if you sort of are in the start, if you are starting out completely, what do you want to do? You want to start with Upwork, and that's what you want to do for 100%, because you want to get clients fast, and you want to sort of you pay yourself less. You take a very cheap price, so you then get the clients and build your case study, build your testimonials, and then you can sort of climb this ladder here, right? You do the low value work, and honestly, it's still going to be nice for you to get paid for this. And then once, even if you're not even managing that, you can do work for free, build your testimonials, your case studies, put them on your website or on your Upwork or whatever, build a brand, and that's how you climb that ladder. That's what you want to do. That's how you will land businesses in 2025, 2026. And that's the exact strategy. Now, in the next video, we're going to go into an even deeper topic. We're going to talk about how you can set up the AI automations that will run this business for you. So we will talk about how you can set up AI automations to run and get clients for your AI automation business. And what will the result be? It will be 10 clients minimum meetings, 10 client meetings a month. It will be around 5 clients closed if you do everything right. It will be systems that let you 10x boost your output. So instead of you manually having to sort of apply to a job, you can do 10 times more applications with AI automation. So in general, we will be talking about this insanely interesting topic in the next video. So feel free to subscribe to this channel if you want to watch that video, or if you like the video that we just went through right now. If you like this, subscribe also, like it, and support this channel, which is new. And I hope it really was valuable to you. I really tried to give you all the knowledge that I've had. Again, I've earned $20,000 on Upwork, and this is the things that I have done, going from a sort of a person who charged $5, $10 to 40, 50, 60 an hour. And The same applies to you as an AI automation expert that want to put yourself out there. Again, we have even more knowledge in our Skool community, where we also have all our workflows, which we have sold for businesses and which we continue to find. So whenever you, for example, get a client and you actually just, you can find the entire solution in our Skool community as well. You can get help from us to build it, and you can just get all the systems that you need, both to scale, to grow, to earn money, and beyond. So we will be increasing the price when we hit 50 members. Right now we are just 18 members. Again, hope you like this video and see you in the next one.